As always, these are not conclusions. They are simply reflections from my own exploration. And one realization emerged this morning for me. Spirituality itself can become a trap. Just as religion can become an identity, an ideology, or a collection of beliefs to which we cling, so can spirituality. What is usually called New Age spirituality can become another belief system, another identity, another organization, and another set of concepts through which we interpret reality. The issue is not the teachings themselves. The issue is mistaking the pointer for that which is being pointed to. One can spend years practicing yoga, meditation, breathwork, prayer, sacred medicine ceremonies, rituals, and studying spiritual teachings. One can accumulate knowledge, memorize teachings, and become fluent in religious and spiritual language. Yet, none of these by themselves guarantee the realization of reality, consciousness, spirit, God, or the divine. Practices can be valuable. They can heal, they can cultivate awareness, but they're not the destination. They are simply pointers. At their best, every religion, philosophy, spiritual practice, medicine, teacher, and tradition points beyond itself. What is ultimately real cannot be captured by thought, concepts, belief, knowledge, or intellectual understanding. It transcends every attempt to confine, define, or conceptualize it. The direct realization of one's essential nature cannot be borrowed from a teacher, a book, a religion, a philosophy, a spiritual community, or any body of literature. It must be discovered through direct experience. Here, now, in this very moment, prior to every label, identity, belief, and story we tell ourselves about who we are and what reality is. Many mystics throughout history have pointed toward a direct recognition of our true nature as expressions of the divine, not separate from life, not separate from one another, but expressions of the very source from which all life arises. This realization is not a concept, an ideology, a philosophy, or something to merely think about. It is something to be directly experienced. And in that recognition, the distinction between what is spiritual and what is not begins to dissolve. For if spirit is the source of all that exists, then everything is spiritual. There is no place where spirit is not. You are not separate from spirit. You are spirit expressing itself as you. The oneness of the divine is not somewhere else. It is present, here and now, expressing itself as all of life, unfolding right here and right now as this very moment. And the invitation is not to adopt another belief, but to become fully present to what already is.